I want a new update to the wardrobe. Makeover time! With this new look, I think we should update the intro too. What do you say? So I'm going to be doing a new thing where I review every single episode of RWBY a la MLP reviewer style. So let's start with the first episode. So this story starts with narration. We know now that the narration is provided by the main villain Salem, but at the time her identity remained a mystery. Whomever it was knew a lot about this world we are put in, but at the same time have a sinister tone to her. So what did the narration give us? Honestly, not too much. The narration detailed one part of this world, which is the element-powered crystals known as dust. Why is it named dust? Because man was born of dust. I don't really get it either, but okay. After the narration, we see a clockwork orange guy known as Roman Torchwick enter a shop. Now, we get a bit of world building from this scene alone. We learn their currency is known as Lien. We learn dust is sold in stores, and we learn that it comes in both powdered and crystal form. Honestly, I was expecting it to be purely powdered because powder is dusty. Also, it reminds me of pixie dust. This scene also is the only time the man only known as Shopkeep speaks. Every other appearance we see him in has him silent or grunting. Anyway, what is Roman after?
Grab the dust.
Dust? Not going to take even a little money? I mean, merchandise is important and all, but what is he going to do with the dust? Shame it never really is explained later on in the series. Either that or I missed something. Like, he never sold it, never destroyed anything. The only thing I can think of is he's hoarding the dust so no one else can get it. Any other theories you guys have can be left in the comments. Anyway, one of his thugs, which are actually Junior's men from the yellow trailer, hey look, it's Roman, spots someone in a red hood and threatens them, only to be ignored. Ballsy move. But the person isn't actually ignoring him, but rather listening to music. This is Ruby Rose, the main character of the series. She deducts that she is being robbed, then manages to hit the thug all the way to the other side of the shop. Now, this is weird because Ruby's supposed to be bad at hand-to-hand combat. This is first shown in Volume 2, then brought up again in the Yang characters short before Volume 5, then brought up again in Volume 5. If she's supposed to be bad at hand-to-hand, what is this? Oh well, we have an impressive show of the weapon to go to. This is Ruby's weapon of choice, a mechanical scythe/sniper rifle named Crescent Rose. Roman sends his men after her, and Ruby shows she's really good at fighting with her weapon. Like, wow, this is the first time we see a fight in the show proper, and these fight scenes are one of the many reasons people are drawn to the show. And I can see why. The fights were choreographed mainly by the show's creator, Monty Oum. He was very good at his craft. He'd play around with locations, fighting styles, heck, he could even give personality to every single move. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, which is sad because he was amazing at fight choreography. Anyway, back to the show. While Ruby was fighting the men, Roman was sitting there and watching and was pretty impressed. Roman fires a shot from his cane, Ruby dodges it, and he makes his escape.
You okay if I go after him?
Ruby was being so polite here. She made sure the shopkeep was okay before going after the bad guy. How considerate! So Ruby goes after Roman and catches up to him before he boards an airship. He throws a fire dust crystal at Ruby, then fires another shot, making an explosion. Ruby would have been barbecued Rose if it weren't for the best teacher, Glinda Goodwitch. Glinda fires back and Roman realizes he's screwed.
We got a huntress!
Now, we know that this is Cinderfall, the secondary villain of the series. But at the time, we didn't know who this mysterious woman was. Could it be the narrator? Or maybe Ruby's mother? Nah, she's just a wannabe lust who's power hungry for no reason at the moment. So Cinder and Glinda fight, and Ruby joins in only to have none of her bullets hit. Cinder makes one last move, but Glinda is able to protect herself and Ruby with her telekinetic semblance, and the bad guys get away. But still, Ruby gave them a pretty impressive fight.
You're a huntress. Can I have your autograph?
This is me when I meet professional voice actors. But Ruby is in a dark interrogation room being chewed out by Glinda.
Up to me, you'd be sent home with a pat on the back and a slap on the wrist. But there is someone here who would like to meet you.
Ruby Rose.
And here enters Ozpin, the headmaster of Beacon, carrying a plate of cookies and a mug of what we now know as hot chocolate. Honestly, mood. I love me some cookies, and hot chocolate is my hot drink of choice. Ozpin makes a comment about Ruby's eye color, and yeah, I'd be this awkward if someone did this to me too. During some badly animated eating, thank goodness eating has improved in quality in the show, we learn that Ruby is a student at Signal Academy, learning how to fight from her Uncle Crow, and wants to become a huntress. Ozpin, after seeing how eager Ruby is at achieving the goal, allows her to go into the school. And now we meet Yang Xiaolong, Ruby's older sister. And she's more excited about Ruby going to Beacon than Ruby is.
I don't want to be the bee's knees, okay? I don't want to be any kind of knees. I just want to be a normal girl with normal knees.
It seems like she's really nervous, and I get it. It's a new experience, and she's the youngest person there. I'd be nervous too if I were in her shoes. So after Hollow Glinda explains how prestigious the school is and how privileged the students are for going, Ruby sees the view, and we see a certain Jean Arc having motion sickness. Honestly, same. I can't ride roller coasters anymore without getting an upset tummy. The ship travels to Beacon and the episode ends. Now for a first episode, it gets the mood of the show pretty well. We see the action this show promises in half of the main cast. I just wish the rest of the main cast was included too. I also wish there was more explanation of the world too, like tell us about the kingdoms, semblances, huntsmen. I don't just want to know about dust. Oh well, what we got was still pretty impressive. So that's my first review on RWBY. Let me know if you like these kind of videos and I will do more. If any other RWBY tubers want to collab on future reviews, hit me up. It'd be really fun to see another perspective of the show. Until next time, I've been Lavender Rare and I will see you next time. Bye!